Okay. Next game. I got like a quick blast of the fan in my face before I turned it off. So.
Should have got some ice packs and put them in your pocket or something.
Yeah, I should. I do actually have an ice, one of those ice packs in the freezer. I should have done it, sitting here with it on my head. Right, what we're not after this game. We want a close game, but you also want one that probably ends in about half an hour and doesn't go at 1 hour 4 minutes. So I'm wondering if we're going to get bans.
I would not have guessed looking at the draft last time that it would have lasted that long. But
neither did I at all. But they had no one who could push, so you had lots of teams who
Yeah,
won a fight.
I
And
guess
no
that
towers
was
went.
it. Exactly, it was the team that was winning, and then but they had no push, so they couldn't lose, and they also couldn't win. So
yeah, I mean, you
that
think
was the
Wraith
issue.
King can hit towers hard with the skeletons, but he was like the only person. Oh, thanks for the sub. Appreciate that. That's it's not often I get a brand new sub, so that's cool. Welcome aboard. Anyway, I think the bans are going to start the same. No, actually ban Lion. Lion is really meta at the moment, but as a support, so picking it as a mid laner obviously threw them off a little bit.
Yeah, definitely the way the lanes were set up last time was really not what we guessed, and probably not what the other team guessed. So I think that set them up well.
Karen, yeah, you're right. I'm back in Bath at the moment, but then I'm about to go back to the countryside for a while. I'm going back and forth between my mum's and Bath for like the next 2 months. So my cam's blurry. Whoa, sometimes it does blur. I don't know why. It's got its own auto adjustment, which is a bit rubbish sometimes. I don't know how to always force that. Anyway, they actually picked AA, went through the picking phase for the first time ever. So
Okay.
I'm going to see what they can do. Who plays AA? I'm sure Tim has played it. Maybe Veteran as well? Not sure. Yeah, the Hand of Focus. We'll see what they pick in response. Obviously not a large healing team in response to that, but like no alchemist.
It does definitely punish those regen heavy heroes.
Yeah, exactly. So anything that relies on either health regen or healing, like Necrophos really doesn't want to play against an AA. Any hero who wants to build Satanic, something like that. So we'll see what they pick with the AA. Faceless Void, I don't know how good a spot he's in at the moment, but he used to be a really good hero, and I don't know, we don't see him too often anymore.
I think he's still fine. He's just not quite as high up as these ranged Agicores that have sort of taken over the meta at the moment.
Yeah, maybe you're right. Yeah, he can't farm that quickly, so that probably makes sense. Grimstroke again?
Yeah.
Maybe Oak will repeat her performance on Grim. They had Grimstroke Dragon Knight last game. That had a lot of stun. They're going to go Bounty Hunt this time. Now, that's a Brex thing. Brex is actually very good at Bounty Hunter. He tends to play it as a 3, but he can play it as a 4. He loves killing couriers, obviously. Janada, I think, does bonus damage to couriers. But with Grimstroke, you've actually got a great combo because you can double track a target, you can double shuriken, which will then bounce to both the heroes, so you can do a lot. And if you get Aghanims first, you can do so much damage with that combo, as well as take 1 million gold. So I think that actually could really work. So I like that Bounty Hunter.
Yeah, that is a really nice kill combo there.
Yeah, and Bounty Hunter's a deceptively tanky hero. He's got a lot of base armor, and you can easily send Bounty in with a Grimstroke in the early game, and with Invis, just Invis the Bounty Hunter, just run after them in Invis with the Ink Swell, then open and kill them. So,
what's the shard these days? Is it still making really tanky?
I think it's 35% or 30% damage reduction. It's still quite a lot, and it makes him stun for a second when he opens. Mars is picked for Tim, which means the exclamation mark Tims are going to be going in the chat. But I want to see people using it whenever he misses a spear rather than constantly, but I have no control over this, so go nuts. We're now on spear 244. We're up to. So we'll see how high that goes throughout this game.
Yeah, keep that going.
Yeah, of course. Anyway, now the bans. Juggernaut, obviously Dark Willow. The combos with Mars very well.
Yep.
That AA combo is great with Mars in lane too. That should be interesting. Spear into Cold Feet, double stun. Easy ult into the arena as well. So, yeah, I like it.
Yeah,
like
cold Feet in the arena as well.
Yeah.
Very strong.
True, because you're going to get stunned and stunned and stunned.
Yeah.
So let's see, Spectre being banned, okay. I guess because Spectre Grimstroke, quite a good lane combo. Spectre's still a very good late game core, not great at farming is the only problem, so you have to play this kind of weird aggressive Spectre who wants to fight early. That's when the Echo Saber Spectre became popular.
Yeah, I'm still not sure what I think about that, but definitely the kind of greedy Radiance Spectre is far too slow these days.
Yeah.
Medusa very popular at the moment as well, so
And
seeing
you
that come.
know, well, Ross is a Medusa player, always has been. He's won with Medusa when her win rate was like 40%. And of course, now when Medusa's popular, obviously Ross was having a great time. So Arc Warden being banned, specifically to
Good.
tell Ollie, no, we're not here for a long time. I like the Bounty Hunter because it tends to encourage fast games because you get that snowball potential. You start winning with Bounty Hunter, you have infinite gold, and there's the Pudge. Now that's going to be a Ross Pudge. Now that will be exciting to see. I'm looking forward to that.
Nice.
We'll see. Bounty Hunter and Pudge does give you a very aggressive game. Track so you can see everyone. Pudge to get the kills in the early game.
And then the free hooks, yeah.
Yeah, and obviously Grimstroke ult, holding them in place. Pretty easy to get a hook after that. If you do dismember one of them, you will just dismember two people at the same time. So even more synergy there.
Yeah, they're definitely looking to run around and get some kills with this combo, so that'll be interesting.
I think AA is free kill. Like, if Bounty goes on top of you, what do? You can try and blast as much damage into his face, but you ultimately are going to die. So
yeah, that's the thing with the AA. When you're getting the jump on people, if you're part of the offense, then yeah, obviously he's pretty devastating. But if they get on top of you, you're just a really squishy, slow hero with not much defense.
Exactly. So poor AA.
Yeah, seeing a lot of sacrificial supports like that recently, where, like we were saying in the last game, they were all just getting one-shotted all the time.
Well, that's why the support... You know how Aeon Disc is so popular right now? Even cores are building it. But the support players are like flocking to Reddit to say, no, don't nerf it because we like not being one-shot all the time. But I don't know how you can balance it so that supports don't feel like they're literally just a one-shot kill in the mid-game and the late game, but also not allowing cores to inevitably be impossible to engage on. So I don't know how they're going to balance Aeon Disc, but we're going to see it.
Yeah, maybe something to do with the damage reduction, increase that duration or something. Yeah, who knows? It's a tricky one.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see what they do with it. And they go for Clockwork. Now, Clockwork is a hero who is actually very good in like the pro scene and high-rated play, but we don't see a lot of Clockwork players. We've seen Tim Clockwork sometimes. I think we've seen a few Clockwork players. I believe he's one of the most skilled POS 4 heroes. Good Clockwork can turn around, but can completely terrorize the mid game and even win the late game. He's got a stun that's 2 seconds long at level 18. It pierces BKB. It's got 3,000 units of range, and if you get Aghanims, it's a 4-second BKB piercing stun, and you can block off chokes with the cogs. So we'll see how that goes. I do like Clockwork, big fan. If you trap Grimstroke, Pudge, or Bounty Hunter, none of them can escape the cogs easily. So
no escapes there, and also some good setup with the AA and the Mars. So the cog sets up cold feet, and the arena sets up an easy hook shot. So
it actually sets up an easy spear as well, because you spear them straight into the cogs. So Clockwork goes in, you've got a guaranteed stun from the Mars spear, which I think goes up to 3.6 seconds when you take the talent at level 20, which adds 0.8 seconds to the stun. So it becomes a very long stun, which you can get for free with
all
Clockwork.
Three of those are nice.
Yeah, I like it.
Radiant team pick.
Phantom Lancer. Okay, so that's obviously the POS 1. It can get out of Clockwork cogs, no problem. It's very good against AA because you can murder AA, and if AA tries to cold feet you, you just doppelgang and it removes the debuff completely. So then you just go straight in and kill AA. You can get over the arena, jump out the arena. I mean, you can just jump away from everything on their team. You've got to, if you get speared, then obviously you're going to die. But yeah, easy escapes. I think Mars with Aghanims can actually do quite well against Phantom Lancer, but still, it's a good pick here.
Yeah, you need some farm for sure to deal with the PL, so we're going to need some picks here that deal with it. So the Magnus, obviously, with the cleave is a good start.
Cleave and reverse polarity, so you've got a long stun for Phantom Lancer, and then you can cleave him to death.
It also, depending on what POS 1 they end up picking, that just saves the POS 1 from having to buy a Battle Fury to deal with PL. So it's
yes, true. You can go Phantom Assassin would absolutely murder Pudge and Grimstroke, but also can farm super quick. I mean, Phantom Assassin Magnus is like the most famous combo ever, because you can almost turn any game around. She farms the jungle in 3 seconds with Magnus Cleave. She turns up to the fight, one-shots everyone with the dagger, You know, if you reverse polarity 3 heroes, PA blinks in, you're all dead. But I think it'll be, there you go, it's immediately banned, right? How could it not be banned? It's the first hero you ban when you see Magnus. The next one being, I don't know, maybe Sven, something like that, maybe still Juggernaut. We'll see.
Jug's gone already.
Ah, yes, they banned it actually, okay.
Yeah.
10 seconds
So,
remaining.
makes sense. Oh, a hero I've
5
seen
seconds remaining.
once, but I think it's still really weird to play anti-mage and no battle fury with Magnus, because anti-mage does a lot of splitting and going all over the map, and Magnus can't follow you around spamming cleave on you, but if he can stay roughly around you, you can go straight into Manta on anti-mage, and then you're up very early in the fight with your items. But I don't know, I find it still quite tricky because anti-mage likes to split push a lot.
It's a tricky thing to execute. And you can struggle to farm properly if you're not coordinating with your Magnus. But
Yeah, I agree. So I don't think anti-mage is particularly good against Phantom Lancer because he doesn't clear illusions that quickly, and Phantom Lancer doesn't have a lot of mana. So
yeah,
but anyway, we'll see. Radiant have 1 second to pick, so their final pick will be Sven. Yep, okay, I thought Sven. Sven is pretty famously good against Phantom Lancer. You drop God's Strength, you one-shot all the Sven illusion, the Phantom Lancer illusions. You've got a stun, that's AoE. So you can follow that up on top of Magnus. Extra cleave, and you're going to have like 150% cleave or something ridiculous at this point. So that's pretty nice.
Yeah.
Grimstroke and Pudge, they've got low armor, so they're pretty free kills. And the final pick of the game will be a Tinker. Okay. Now, Tinker against Clockwork AA is questionable, because if Clockwork gets onto Tinker, Tinker's a little bit ruined. But none of the other heroes are... They're not amazing at killing Tinker, but of course, Mars will get a Blink Dagger, can destroy all the trees to find Tinker, and then can spear Tinker into the trees. Magnus is going to get Blink. Sven goes Blink Dagger these days, tends to not go Aghanim's. I don't know about this
AA
Tinker.
can also spam the what's it called? The cold swirly thing.
Vortex.
Yeah, that's all. To find the Tinker, so that's one tool they've got.
Okay, that's interesting. That's very interesting. I'll have to see how this goes, because I feel like it's going to be a very difficult game for Tinker. But we'll see. We'll see. I mean, maybe, if you're good at Tinker, you can play into pretty much anything, but I don't know if Juju is much of a Tinker player. I'm not sure. But we will see. Anyway, who is it on the Pudge? Is Ed on the Pudge? Well, we only know about the Ross Pudge, which is, you know, one of his most played heroes. It's actually also one of Royd's most played heroes. So both the Moore brothers like to play Pudge. Shame they can't play it at the same time. But we'll see. It looks like it's a support Pudge then. Pos for Pudge. I don't like Pudge in any role that's not core. I don't know if that's controversial opinion. That is my preference.
I think it's a little bit coming back. He's obviously been pretty garbage for a while, and so relegated to support. But
yeah, I don't know. Pudge. Did you play the patch where Pudge had a ton of free health regen on Flesh Heap, like loads of health regen, and you just played this like lane bully who had like 10 health regen for free? I didn't.
Yeah, that was like Dendy mid Pudge times, wasn't it?
Dendy mid Pudge. Oh, those were good times. Actually playing it in the Pro Scene. Now that ward went down after the Dire Wall by quite some time. So if I was mid, I would be sending a sentry straight away because it pays for itself immediately. Yeah. Look at Tinker saving up for a bottle. I've never seen Fairy Fire Iron Branch bottle before. That's an absolute bottle save if I ever saw one.
Yeah, that's
bit of rotation, but Die know. I do know, but they don't react very quickly. They start off with the God's Rebuke, the double stun. I think Brex is going to be the first kill. They actually hook Brex out. Nice. Beautiful play, and then Dire, they take 3 bounty runes. That's absolutely, fantastic play from Ed.
Yeah, very nice.
Oops.
So yeah, really, really clever start there. So, we'll see how it goes. We've got Ross playing the Phantom Lancer. Again, you know how much he likes to farm. And a Phantom Lancer who's maxed out is scary. But now, you've got... The problem is, Ross likes to farm, right? And the teams that always win with Ross are 4 Protect 1s. Like the last game. Did anyone on their team do any farming? No. Ollie was just killing. Didn't do any farming. Lost at infinite space. You've got Tinker, the most farm-heavy hero in the entire world. As in, he can like, teleport anywhere and one-shot waves no matter where you are. But you've also got Ross who wants to farm. I feel like there may be some conflict here, but we'll see. See how it goes. As well as Sven, who's going to be farming fast on the enemy team. I think it may be hard to get a few, get as many last hits. You may only be able to get a few here and there.
Yeah, I mean, it can be rough when you're trying to play a greedy pos 1 and you've got your the Tinker pushing all the waves out.
Yeah, exactly. So we're going to see.
It can be difficult to get that lane farm.
I have faith in veteran Sven. He hasn't played as much pos 1 as he used to recently, I don't feel, but pos 1 is a role he's played a lot of. He's very good at farming patiently. Veteran's a patient player. If he gets put behind in the early game, doesn't phase him too much, he'll just keep farming until he finally comes online. So, that's something he's very good at. And of course, Sven has the built-in cleave. So, even if he's behind, it doesn't matter. He's got the ability to farm. Yeah, exactly. Patience from Zoe. It's a good voice line. And you've got Magnus on the Radiant team as well. So you've got two heroes who can farm very fast in the early game. Juju already doing some stacking. Ollie really should be the... if I was Ollie... He's already lost his... has he lost his ward already? He might have de-warded it himself. Didn't see that. I would put a ward here if I was Ollie, so that you can be farming the easy camp when Tinker's taking it. You might let Tinker march it, then just walk in and just smash it with cleave, get the free kill. But we'll see. Ooh, Breck's taking quite a lot of damage. He's not going to get stunned by the cold feet, but even just pressing cold feet does a decent amount of damage. And Brex is going Vanguard first, Bounty Hunter. He wants to play that I'm in your face. There's nothing you can do about me. Whereas here we're playing Mars Clockwork with double melee. Didn't quite connect with Oak. She started boots first, like absolute boots first, and I think that's a really good way to start against a Clockwork because you've got to stay away from Clockwork. 5 move speed advantage now because Clockwork did start with a wind lace, so yeah, I think that's a clever start. But look at Ollie's farm already. 18 last hits and 7 denies. Tinker with only 10 last hits. He's already farming. He's already stacking the jungle. He's actually given up on the lane already because he knows Magnus's last hitting potential is way too high with the Empower. So we'll see.
Yeah, both for Magnus and the Sven with good leads in their lane so far.
But Magnus, he's got quite an advantage over everybody else. But Brex does steal a little bit of gold every time he hits, but he's going to do it again. It's only 20 gold. I missed the first blood. Tide actually gets a kill on Ross of all people. Oak was doing a pull, so I'm sure she communicated with Ross. I don't know how Ross died. Ross has no point of Doppelganger at level 3. Putting a second point into Phantom Rush over Doppelganger is a ridiculously greedy thing that I would only expect someone like Ross to do. So
especially in a lane that's gonna definitely kill you if you get out of position. That is brave.
Yeah, I feel like he deserves that. So he's just so greedy, that guy. He can't help it. It pays off 90% of the time, but when it doesn't, he looks stupid. But I know it's his playstyle and I like it. But he didn't get away with it this time.
Very quiet lane down bottom. They just don't really have that much kill threat.
Top. Yeah, it's going to be okay. Yeah, you're right. No one's doing anything. Rex is just spamming Janada on Veteran. Soon he's going to have a Vanguard. How are you going to stop a Vanguard Bounty Hunter? You won't do any damage to him whatsoever. There's a hook. Looking to the right. It's level 2 rot. Then they turn around. They put the stun. I think Ed's going to regret that. He does get stunned. Is it enough? One more. Veteran, he's trying, but he couldn't quite get it. Rex, one more right click, but he's not a fast hero because Veteran just happens to be quite speedy compared to Brex. I didn't realize Sven is such a fast hero. I guess it makes sense. He needs it. But he will escape, but no salve. Just some tangos.
Yeah, that's going to slow him down a little bit.
It's 5 minutes in, only has 44 last hits. He is heading towards that 100 last hits at 10 minutes. I want to see that. 100 last hits at 10 minutes is what I'm expecting from an immortal player who's in a free lane. I know Ollie's not quite immortal, but I want to see what he can give me. I want to see that 100, Ollie, come on. Can be a cheeky ancient stack as well. Yeah, I know, not yet. But anyway, he's going to be very farmed, Ollie. He's going to have the Blink Dagger whenever he wants it. He's going to have those treads. Could go for a cheeky Chrysalis. just to get some damage. That's how I'd play. Maybe Echo Saber instead. He's got some options there. Maybe a BKB after that. But he's having a great time. He's double the farm of everyone else. It's a massive difference on this one hero.
Yeah, very, very passive farming early game, but definitely favoring the heroes like the Magnus and the Sven.
Tim, he found the courier, killed it with the God's Rebuke. Nasty. Bot lane, what's happening? Fortification was used, actually for the mid lane.
Right up top.
Having a look. Tide, they've trapped Ross. Ross absolutely fine. Tim will also back off. Ollie's now resorted to farming in the enemy jungle, which is what I would have been doing from the start if I was Magnus, as much as possible. You need to farm in Tinker's jungle. We've got the stun. Stun into stun, but there's the hooks. You hook him away from the cold feet. And Brex, was he in any danger? He had a Vanguard. He is not going to go down. And now he's got rank 3 Janada. The cooldown goes lower and lower. It steals more gold, does more damage. This ability scales so well. Doesn't want to tank the whole creep wave. Now has a Windlace. Starting to get some move speed on the bounty. But yeah, it's a passive game. We're 6 minutes in, nearly 7 minutes, and we have 1 kill. So basically nothing.
I guess Radiant with the anti-healing on the AA and the Dire have basically just said, well, if we can't heal our team out of danger, we'll just hook them out of danger instead.
Yeah, it does work. We're trying to go on Ross, but of course Ross at any moment can just use Doppelganger. Tide, taking a bit of damage. Whoa, they go on Ross. They actually get him. He was so greedy with the Doppelganger. He's the greediest player ever. He can have 30 reasons to get out, 30 moments. And then he still goes down. So Ross is going to go down. But it looks like they do find a kill in the bot lane. They get a kill on Ed. So that's now 3 kills for the Radiant. But Brex, he has track. Going to start to take a lot of gold. In fact, he could have thrown a shuriken at one of these creeps and it would have bounced the Veteran. He's letting Veteran get a full salve off. I'm not entirely sure why he did that. He can't die. He's in no danger of dying. He's going to keep annoying Veteran. Time to go in, is it? You've got Pudge here. But the hook actually just has enough range. Remember, track means they can see them, but the track's just faded from the Sven. And Ollie, he's going Echo Saber first item. 81 last hits. 8 minutes. Remember, Ollie, I said 100. We got the arena drops in the top limit. Can we get Ross? The spear misses. There's the exclamation mark. Tim, he misses it. And that's a very important spear because that would have been the kill on Ross. There is a global cooldown on that command, I think a few seconds, so you can't all spam it exactly at the same time. To stop my channel becoming absolutely mayhem. Maybe I'll turn that down for the Tim command, but sorry Tim, everyone saw that. He's going for another courier go. He gets yet another courier go, and that's the treads on the Phantom Lancer down for a minute 30, so that's at least 1 consolation. And Ollie is mashing that mid tower. That's what I said, 100 last hits for a good player. And I think Ollie's heading straight towards that. I think he can get a kill here. But this laser is still active. He actually just decides to reverse power to take the tower, which I'm not sure is the play. I know he got the tower. Reverse polarity's cooldown is, you know, quite low because he just used it in the Arcane Rune. A really good position timing from Ollie. Ed is looking for the hook. He finds the hook. But of course, Sven can just turn around and drop the stun. They don't really have much follow-up on that.
No, obviously, like you said, that bounty hunter is never going to die, but Sven's fairly safe as well, I'd say.
He's just farming Tinker stacks. I mean, you're not going to kill this Magnus with March the Machine, Max Tinker, are you? That's no damage at all. The hook does not, unfortunately, land. And Ollie, he's actually pretty close to killing him. But Juju doesn't have laser yet. He actually then ends up skewering the Pudge. Starts going on the Pudge. Ollie can kill him easily. There's no laser, so now there's the laser. The Pudge is okay. One more hit and there's going to be a kill. Oh, he just gets it with a beautiful
Nice
cleave. But Brex manages to get a kill in the bot lane. Thinks about diving. There's a God Strength popped. But doesn't go any further. Then Oak finds a kill in the top lane with the help of Ross. They get a kill on Tide. And, oh, he doesn't quite get 100 last hits. He only gets 98, but that is still 5.5k net worth 10 minutes in. But Brex, 4.6k with 47 last hits, because of course he got a kill with the track and he's getting those Janada last hits. So the fact that he had to go for an item like Vanguard, which doesn't offer a lot for bounty, it doesn't really pull him back too much because he can still get the money to buy things like phase boots, and I think he'll go Desolator maybe. I'm not sure, maybe Aghanims. We get a hook in the top lane. Looks like Tim's going to go down, but he does have Arena. Doesn't drop it though. Just Throws a spear and backs off. I thought maybe he could have dropped the arena. Ross, he's gone in very aggressive. He does have the doppelganger. Is he going to use it? Veteran's holding the stun. Fires the stun. We reverse polarity. Ross, the nice use of the hook, but it's not going to be enough, and Ross is still going to go down. Juju's here, just putting out a little bit of pain, but it's not going to be enough. Ollie has 2,000 HP already. 2,000. That's it's double the Tinker's. It's 2.5 times what Oak's got. Exactly. It's so much HP. But he gets hooked. Do they have the damage? We got the ink swell. Not quite used in time. And it doesn't matter. The Pudge is going to go down, but some ink swell gets used. And then Oak goes straight down. We've got 3 Radiant Heroes in the top lane. They just crash through them. But I think there was a kill in the bot lane. Brex, he is doing some work for his team. And he was able to find a kill on the Sven. But he's going Sanj and Yasha. He's trying to play like a right-click carry bounty. But I think it's going to be difficult. Brex doing a good job. Tinker not actually too bad with this farm, but look at Ollie's farm. Carrying the Radiant team.
Yeah, and 3 deaths on the PL pos 1 is not what you want, but he's just going to go mid now.
Yeah, a little bit of a rough start for Ross, but he's still not doing terribly. I mean, look at Sven. Sven's actually 500 gold behind. He only died once. But he's still struggling more. Doesn't actually get the stack. Just missed it. Hitbox is very long in this camp for whatever reason. I'm not entirely sure. Tinker, he's got the travels. Not too far from the Blink Dagger. Remember, Tinker needs 3 items before he even counts as a hero. Soul Ring, Travels, Blink Dagger. Then he can start becoming a hero. It's a shame about that, but it means that your team have to play quite passive. But it is a passive game. Nothing's happening in a hurry. Looks like we're charging an Oak. We do get the arena. Soul Ring, Soul Ring. No, Oak pops the Phantom's Embrace out of perfect time, so she's keeping herself alive, but I think she's still going to go down. The spear is used for the last hit. I think Tim could have Soul Ringed or Mangoed and gone straight into the stun. I don't know why he waited so long, but it's a kill. A kill is a kill. There's the hook, but he blinks over the hook to use his reverse polarity. And then he just gets an easy kill there. We get the hook shot onto the Tinker. See, there's no escape when there's a clockwork on your team. And the stun follows, but Ollie will get a double kill. The dive potential on the Radiant is amazing. You've got Mars, you've got Magnus, and you've got Sven, and you've got Clockwork. There's so many heroes you can go in.
Yeah, we're not going to see the situation of like last game where the Wraith King was able to run the entire length of the map. There's a lot of catch there.
I hope not. Looks like Ollie's trying to get a kill on Oak. Oak dies almost instantly. I don't know why he left that for a while, but
unfortunate there.
It was just blink, skewer, goodbye. Do they have vision there? I'm not sure how the Radiant had the vision. But anyway, it looks like we're still going in. Sven, he's pretty low. He's being chased by a bounty hunter. Can he escape? He gets the stun. The stun actually goes on to Ross, but he does get the lance. Pudge doing a hook, but Ollie, he's found the Tinker. The laser, though, keeping him alive. I would have rearmed the laser immediately after casting it, I think. But finally, they will get a kill on Veteran. There's a Ross who gets the kill. And you've got the tracks. Remember, the tracks are giving so much extra gold. I believe it's 130 to bounty and 40 to everyone else. Yes, it is. And now we're chasing Tide. There's another track waiting to be earned here. Do they get the second track off? Yes, they do.
Yeah,
3 kills.
3 track kills on the PL there is really going to help him catch up a bit.
That's 120 gold to everyone else who was near the fight, but also that's 390 bonus gold to the bounty hunter. So he's got the Yasha now coming to him. And as you said, a bit of extra gold to Ross, who probably has the full Diffusal Blade coming. And once you get Diffusal Blade on Phantom Lancer, you are a real hero. You hurt. As well as you
it's all he really needs to get involved in a lot of fights and
that is true.
Pickoffs.
But, I mean, the Radiant are basically relying on this Magnus. Magnus is 6-0-0. He's level 13. He's got the most farm. He's got the most losses. He's doing everything perfectly. Look at the damage he's doing to Ross. Ross needs to escape. Oh, he misses the shot grip on the main here, but so does the hook. But they get the hook shot. Is Ross in trouble? Yeah, Ross in a lot of trouble, but he's staying. He's got Inkswell. The Inkswell does not go off, but I think Tide's going to die to the... no, he doesn't die. He's actually going to be fine. He's going to die to the rockets. Yes, he will die. It looks like Brex in a bit of trouble. No, Brex is fine. Brex actually gets away. Do we have the damage to kill the AA? Maybe if you throw a shuriken at one of the creeps. Oh, track with Tinker. I forgot about that. You can never escape the rockets if they've got vision on you. Very annoying. Nasty. But losing Ross again, not good.
No. But the oh, and he's chasing all the way into
Oh,
the base
what is
there.
this, Brex?
Oh.
He went past the tier 3 tower for that.
Yeah.
Very cheeky. But you know,
I mean,
that's
he's
Brex.
very tanky. He's not gonna worry about the damage from that tower too much. But
That's true. He's got a Vanguard. But that's a tier 3 tower we're ignoring. So the fact that he managed to get that. This poor guy playing in an in-house and gets Brex just chasing him down inside his base. But anyway.
also second on net worth right now as well.
Well, that's the power of Bounty Hunter. Only has 59 last hits, but he's not after last hits. He's trying to kill players. Look at Ollie's last hits. They are miles ahead, but the Dire have the next 3 slots. And Tinker favors any game that goes long, or at least goes medium, because he really needs to farm. He needs to get some levels.
He's really not done much in this game yet, so as to be expected. So we'll see his impact start to
they've seen
improve
Ollie.
now.
He's got Blink Dagger. He blinks in. He misses Oak. Do they know Brex is here? I'm not sure they know yet, because Brex is just waiting around. He's a tanky hero. He decides to start putting some pain onto Tide. Now comes the arena. The spear misses, of course, in true Tim style. Is Brex hooked out? No, they hook Ollie out. But Brex, he's going to get stunned. A lot of damage goes on, but they still get the kill on Brex. Juju, he's spamming out his rockets, but it's not going to be enough. He's got to be careful. Ollie could blink in and maybe kill him. Whoa, Juju, what are you doing? You've gone way too far. But he can just rearm the laser. In fact, Juju actually got targeted.
And yeah,
he actually
the
got
track rockets there.
Wow. Poor Tide. And there you go. Tinker's done something, but it's still this Magnus who's too strong. But I have faith in the Dire team. I think, you know, Ross is just going to keep farming. He's going to go Sand and Yasha for the stun resistance, which is very useful when you're against someone like Magnus who can lock you down. Tinker is going to get the Ether Lens. I hope he goes Aghanim's next, because Aghanim's is a ridiculous item on Tinker. It needs a nerf. It's just ridiculous. I mean, it's stupid in every way. Horribly good item. And is there any other items we're looking for on the Dire team? Nah, Brex just building a Sand and Yasha. Trying to be a tanky nuisance. Which he's doing a very good job at.
Yeah, two Sanjin Yashas there, which, like you said, against the RP and the Sven stun are going to be really really helpful to stop the impact of that.
Exactly, it will be. Double damage on Tim. He does pick up some dust, like a good boy. Quite naked is Mars. He's only got the weapon. The only cosmetic he's got. A scan goes around Roche. And the RP, they found Ross, but do they have the damage to kill Ross? No, they don't. Ross is not that squishy, but actually this is a chance to kill Ollie. Brex doing a lot of damage, but look, Ooves, he's put the ult straight onto Ross. Ross is going to go down. Veteran turns up just enough to get the kill, but this is a kill on Ollie. That is a 7 times kill streak ended, and it is Juju who got the kill with track. Rank 2 track is 80 gold, but another 225 gold to the Bounty Hunter. So he's now finished his Sanj and Yasha. The kill on Ollie is massive. Yes, a kill on Ross is good. Ross has now died 5 times. I think that's the most times any player has died this game. Also, the clockwork. The spear misses again, of course. But I think Brex may still go down. He's quite a tanky here. He doesn't have the shard yet. He's still quite durable, though. No Sanj and Yasha just yet. And he gets Ink Swirled. He's 550 move speed yet for a second.
Very, very fast.
Yeah, the Tim meme is unfortunately living up to it. He's missed quite a lot of spears. I think the global cooldown on my channel is 5 seconds, or maybe 2 seconds. But I might lower it to 0. I'll just lower it to 0.
Yeah, most likely would have been a kill on him if he'd hit that. He even had, as he was running away there, he even had the negative bullwhip from Tim as well, and he was still so fast.
He's a fast hero, and his Ag Shard is incredible. 5-second lower cooldown Shadow Walk, 1 second stun when you first attack, and 35% damage reduction. That can't be reduced by anything. I mean, pure damage will go through it, I think, but there's no pure damage in this game that he has to worry about. So yeah, that's going to be good. And Juju, he's now got his Ether Lens. He is building Aghanims. Looks like Brex has gone a little bit too far out this time. He's been hit by the Frostbite, but he's still okay. He just ran away. There's a regen rune there, which he can pick up in a second. No, that's for Juju. You give it to Tinker. Oh, you don't give it to Tinker. You give it to Brex. I think that was a mistake. I think that should have gone on Tinker, because then Tinker in a fight can just go rocket, rearm, rocket, rearm, rocket, rearm, rocket. And then, you know, you're ruined.
Yeah, I don't think he quite needed that with his Vanguard regen, but oh well.
Yeah, maybe not. But yeah, griefing. Yeah, griefing. Banned from in-houses. Ollie's slowed down a little bit now. I mean, Like, okay, there was a smoke from the Dire, like you said. Can they find Ollie? He's got Aghanim's Scepter, which is the triple shockwave. I'm not... Oh, looks like he's found a kill. Found a kill on Tim. He's going to go down. And again, with the trap for Ollie, he gets the RP on 2 with the AA Blast. He's going to get an easy double kill. Double kill on both Oak and Ed. There's only 2 supports killed, though. And Ross, he murders a support of his own. Oob's going down. Ross going for his
very
own
nice
shot.
skewer into the AA Blast there.
Yeah, really well played by Ollie. He's playing fantastically well. I don't really know what his Ags does. 3 shockwaves, traveling away from it 32 angles. The shockwaves return to their origin, dealing 75% damage and pulling a second time. So it sounds like more crowd control. Does that do triple the damage? You do 900 damage? Is 3 shockwaves? I don't know. I mean, that sounds pretty good. 900 damage on a shockwave. I want to see it in action because I've never seen the Sagnums. I think
No, I
since the
don't think I've
change.
seen it.
Level 9 clockwork, but he is tracked. I forgot about the Bounty Hunter Shard is very good. Or the old Bounty Hunter Shard was really good for the track, you know, the AoE track. But then they changed that.
Yeah.
But the AoE vision on track was really good. Unfortunately, not.
Yeah, that was very, very strong. But I think the new ones overall pretty nice.
Makes him more of an assassin. Radiant are smoking up.
yeah.
They're running into the Dire. They may get a double kill here. Oh no, Brex. I see him. There's 4 heroes here. They got the arena, but Brex gets out the arena. Are they going to kill Brex? He gets pushed back into the arena. Air Blast is going to connect. It's going to dust Brex. And Brex is going to go down to get a nice double kill because the Dire were completely unaware. Successful smoke. Looks like Oak's in trouble. Could Ink Swat herself for a bit of move speed, but she's holding on to it. But Veteran finds her with the stun. They're going to absolutely destroy her. But then Ross turns around and just gets a free kill. It's like, it says goodbye to your clockwork. He's used Doppelganger and he stays in fights, but do you stay and fight into a God Strength Sven? I don't think so. Veteran just gets a free kill on Ross. I mean, he massively overestimated how strong he was. I know he's a level 18 Phantom Lance. He's been farming very well, but he now just fed a kill into the Sven. And Veteran's going to be very happy with that one. Now he has enough gold for his Chrysalis already, or maybe he'll pick up the Demon Edge.
I mean, maybe he thought that he wasn't going to escape there, but I think it was probably worth a try.
Yeah, maybe he thought, like you said, there was no way out, so I just had to try it. But nonetheless, he is going to go down. The goal is very close between teams. Ollie's still ahead, but Ross has done a good job. Despite the fact that he's died 6 times this game, he's actually done a very, very good job. And Ollie's trying to find Tinker, but finding Tinker is like the most frustrating experience in the world because you never know exactly where he is in the trees. And with the cast range from Ether Lens, it's even harder to spot where the march is coming from. Brex is an invis. He's only level 13. Brex is a little bit under level. He sees Ollie. He stuns Ollie. He tracks him. Can we get the hook? We're looking for the hook. We get the hook. Beautiful hook. Tries to get the RP up, but we've also got the Ink Sword to go on top of it. Is it enough to get a kill? Ollie might try an RP anyway. No, he can't. He's just silenced. He's stunned. And that's going to be a kill on Ollie. That is great because that is a track kill as well. Brex, this time the spear, it does connect, and Tim has the dust, absolutely perfect, but Brex is staying in invis, and when you stay in invis, look how tanky you are. We've actually dropped the God Strength, but Brex is still going to go down Veteran. He's stronger than he gave him credit for. We get the ult from Oak, but it doesn't seem like it's enough. BKB on Veteran. Veteran is a monster, but Juji, he will find a kill. He's got to rearm and blink away. Do it quick. Oh, I think Oak's in a lot of trouble. You've got a massive Sven running at you. Triple kill. Wow, Veteran. He doesn't even have a blink dagger or Ags on Sven. He just runs forwards and just gets kills. Terrifying.
Yeah, I think he was lucky that God's Strength just came up in time for that. Otherwise, like you said, Brex was very, very tanky there. So
it was, but nice crits with the Chrysalis as well. Chrysalis and God's Strength is just such a great combo.
Yeah, that's a nice timing actually. Finishing the Chrysalis into God's Strength is
yeah, level 18.
a hell of a lot of damage at this stage of the game.
I mean, Brex might have had this 35% damage reduction and a Vanguard, but when you've got 200% bonus, it's like a triple crit on every single hit. That can then crit again. Or 160, yeah. It's like some kind of 6 times crit or something.
Yeah, you absolutely need to run away from that damage. You're not going to tank through it.
Try to get the Tinker. They've got 2 heroes who can absolutely delete trees. Magnus can skewer through them, and Mars can arena. But the Tinker's gone because it's Tinker. He's nearly got Aghanim Scepter. That is a massive Tinker item. But then they've got the BKBs up. That's the problem.
He has only died once. They haven't really managed to catch him at all this game.
That's true. He's doing a good job. And again, Phantom Lance is just farming away. But I think Phantom Lancer may struggle against a late game Magnus and Sven. And look, they've RP'd him, but he still gets away. But I hear the Sven. Pudge has actually blinked him, but Juju, he's here. He's trying to do some damage, but Sven, he just gets stunned, but the air blast is going to connect and get Ross killed. Oak just gets cleaved to death by Veteran, absolutely skewered. Well, that's what Ollie's doing to the Pudge, but actually sets him up to the high ground by accident, and now he can blink away. Oh no, that is not how he thought it was going to go down. But you've got the laser for Veteran. The Veteran actually can't get a kill, but Ollie will still kill Ed. It's a bit of a chase here. They're trying to get a kill on the AA. They will get the kill, but then he's skewered. Is Brex in trouble? He goes invis. No detection. Veteran is very low. Can they get a second track on him? Brex is going to try and chase, but he goes into the sentry range. They can turn around and kill him. They're going to actually try. Yeah, they drop the God's Strength for him as well, but then he runs away. Oh no, he's BKB. Juju's in trouble. He didn't expect the BKB. BKB straight through the laser and then get a kill. Now, Brex is thinking about it. He's really thinking about this. Oh, he just gets clean. Veteran one-shots the camp, and it kills Brex from behind. I bet Veteran's thinking, what on earth just happened? And they drop the double tip. Oh, dear.
Yeah.
Brex did not expect that. I thought it was going for a cheeky kill. But instead, Veteran will pick up a free kill.
Not a good idea sticking around there, but...
Yeah, sad for Brex because his net worth has fallen. He's only level 15. Now he's level 22, Magnus. And the Sven is actually second on the net worth. Veteran, he's doing so well on this hero. I know it's one of his heroes. But yeah, really impressive. And you've also got the cleave and the bonus damage coming up from Magnus. You've got a deadly combo here. I'm still not sure what the Aghanim Scepter does on the Magnus. I feel like maybe he could have just gone like a Tangent Yasha or Daedalus or something. But Ollie, he's having a great game. 11-8.
Yeah, maybe he bought that to help hunting the Tinker in the trees a little bit or something, but
yeah, oh, maybe.
Not too sure.
Yeah. I can't work out. Maybe it does more than I gave it credit for, but I've just not seen it directly in use, but maybe not paying enough attention to it. You've got a full Daedalus on the Sven now, so you've got to be careful. The Tinker's getting quite strong. He's got the Aghanim Scepter. He's got level 18. He may think about his Ag Shard, actually. I really like it. 350 shield with 50% status resistance. I mean, it stops the Sven stun from lasting a long time, then you can escape. The question is, can you kite out his BKB? Once the BKB's gone, Sven is completely useless because you can just laser. But when it's up, he can pretty much one-shot anyone on your team, so you've got to be careful. And you've got Vlads as well. They've really got the team to buff up the Sven. They've got Ags, they've got Empower. And what else is left? Like get an AC maybe, get a Solar Crest. Barely needs it. Finally taking a tier 1 tower.
yeah, it's definitely going to be about kiting out the BKB here on Sven, because if he runs in with that and God Strength...
Oh, Ollie, he actually finds the Tinker, but Tinker blinks away. It's too slow. It's just too slow. Look how many trees he destroys. He went for the skewer range to try and find Tinker in the trees. But of course, Tinker's got the multiple rockets. He's got the extra rockets, and they get an easy kill on the Ancient Apparition. Oak drops the ult. But Radiant are just going to back off. But that's a nice free kill, because remember, a kill with track is worth a lot. That +1 heat-seeking missile count, he is just creating as much pain as he can. He makes the Radiant back off. It's still annoying to push into a Tinker, that's the thing. No matter how far ahead you are, pushing into a Tinker is a massive pain. Looks like they're chasing.
Still chasing it, yeah.
He's trying to go for a kill on Tim. He's going to get the opener, but Tim could just drop the arena. He will. He drops him in, but then he gets stunned again. Oh no, this is looking good. Ollie, he gets the RP, but they hook one person up, and Oak gets immediately cleaved to death. Everyone's going to die anyway. There's a 4 kills straight away. Triple kill for Veteran. Although, cheeky Juju, he will laser Tim to death, but he needs to escape now. 4 of his team went down absolutely just like that. Reverse polarity. I mean, chasing Tim, he did eventually go down, but it wasn't worth it. Now you've got 2
Yeah, I'm not really sure what the plan there was, chasing the Radiant across the entire map, only for them to just turn around and get one-shotted.
Radiant are scary. When you got 3,600 HP on Sven, on Magnus, 3,000 on the Sven, and they're heroes who can one-shot you. I mean, you get it's another 3-strength hero game. We had it last game. We have it again. He's going to go for Satanic. But if you can't one-shot the Sven, he will heal himself to full in 1 right-click. It's going to be a hard game. And he also has a Paladin Sword. So Paladin Sword on top of a Satanic. He is going to be very, very hard to kill. One-shotting creep
he can
waves
also
anyway.
he can also purge off the track and the laser.
Oh yes, true. Yeah, is the laser fully dispellable? Yes, it is. Wow. Okay, so it means you can immediately unblind yourself with the Satanic and the BKB too. So he's got some options against Tinker. Tinker is thinking about a Kaya and Sand. I feel like if Tinker gets stunned, he's dead anyway. Might as well give up. I would like to see him go something else. Rex is running in with the Inkswell. Inkswell stun. Second stun. Massive laser damage. Looks like they're going to get a quick kill on Tim. That's going to be some more track gold. Juju with the killing spree. Laser onto Ollie. Does not find anyone with the skewer. Rex can now afford his BKB. No, he can't quite actually. It's about 400 gold. Oh, they smoke. But Brex breaks it. They throw the dust. They miss the dust just. What's going to happen? Are the Radiant going to think about engaging? They are, because Sven blinks straight in. Absolutely murders Oak. And Ollie, he gets the skewer also onto the Pudge. Pudge is going to go down too. And Juju, he has been found, but I think that Clockwork is going to go down. Tide went in a little bit too far. Can they get an easy kill from Clockwork? But Sven, he goes in. God's Strength. Is Ross okay? No, he's not okay. He gets absolutely deleted by Veteran. Veteran who's empowered and has God's Strength. 700 damage in the Daedalus. He cannot survive this. And now he has God's Strength ready for Roche. I mean, what are you going to do against him? Just fire rockets at him? Keep lasering him, poking him? I mean, Brex can just keep tracking everyone. I think that's his best bet. Tracking them just...
I mean, yeah, with the track and the Tinker rockets, they probably can put them off.
In fact, you can kill Veteran here. You're trying to bait him. I know he's got BKB. But yeah, they actually stopped them taking Roche. That's quite significant. But it's still starting to look bad for
he can obviously BKB and TP out or something, but he can't stand there and take Roche with that going on.
What's interesting is to see the effect of track. We can kind of measure it in an interesting way. Most games, the XP and gold lead are very similar. But this game, the gold lead is only 3,000, but the XP lead is about 15k. So that's shows roughly 10k plus gold given to your team from having a bounty and getting those kills. But that's a lot of experience on the Radiant. I mean, let's have a look. Level 25 already on the Magnus. And he went for 10% in power and cleave damage. So even bigger buff for him and for the Sven. I mean, the Sven's about to hit 25 too. He can go for that 50% God strength damage. So I actually quite like the stun timer. Because a 3.25 second stun is amazing, but I think he'll still go the damage. Oh, we get the ult onto Brex. We've seen him. But he has a BKB. He's actually going to be fine. He walks out, but it doesn't stop them taking Roche. He's chasing Ooves.
Yeah, they won't be able to stop him this time.
He throws out the dust. The dust actually catches Brex. That slows him by 20% for quite a bit of time. And it's too late. Roche is back. It's the first Roche of the game. The Veteran can now afford the full Satanic. So he's got the Satanic coming to him, and he's got the Aegis. I think maybe you gave... I maybe have given the Aegis to someone else. Because obviously Sven can't God Strength twice. I maybe would have given it to the Magnus. But it's fine. It's still good on Sven. Because it means you can't... even if you one-shot him in the burst, then he's just going to come back to life with the God Strength. So I guess it's still okay.
Yeah, so you need to wait for him to commit that God Strength before you you try and kill him, and then he will be a little bit weaker when he comes back. But
even without God Strength, he's still kind of scary.
Yeah, I still wouldn't want to fight him, to be honest, at this point.
They're trying to find Tinker. They're trying so hard.
Oh.
They're doing everything they can, but Juju is playing so careful. Dire are nearby. I don't know what Dire are doing here. There's a sentry there. Oh, you are not in a great place. Trying to get a D ward, but you've been seen. The laser spam from Juju. Is Oak actually going to escape? I'm amazed it didn't go on. I mean, Veteran has nearly died. He actually already dies, and they get a hook on the A. That's going to be an easy A kill with the trap and the RP. It's a 3-man R, so 4-man RP, and they skew them all into the arena, and they just get cleaved down. Absolutely nothing. I mean, look at Ross. He's a farmed core. He can't even go in. He's got absolutely no hope of entering this fight, and they counter-picked him so well with the Magnus and the Sven. Two very strong tanky strength heroes.
Nothing he can do when Sven pops that God Strength. He cannot stand up to him at all.
Nothing at all. Now you've got level 25 on the Sven. They found Ross, but can he use the doppelganger? Yes, he can. Ed blinks in to try and save him, gets literally one shot. You've got the spear. Doesn't quite stun Ross, but doppelganger's a 10-second cooldown at the beginning. I'm sure someone will get to him. No, he gets doppelganger. Doesn't even get it off in time. He's going to go down. That was not a buyback. He does have buyback now. But now the gold lead is starting to build in Radiant's favor. They've already lost one set of racks. I'm thinking it's GG already. They're not having a lot of luck here.
Yeah, like you're saying, the Bounty Hunter track has offset how much they would be down, but they're still down by quite a bit here.
Yeah, even with the bounty. And that's one of the things bounty provides. So if you don't have the gold lead, bounty's not really doing as much as, you know, another hero. Because in the end, that's all Track. Track lets him crit 200%. But he's not really in a position to sit there and just right-click a core to death, is he? So,
No.
yeah, it's difficult for Bounty Hunter this game. He's done a good job in the early game. He's keeping his team in it in terms of gold. But the Sven is so far ahead now. He's got Satanic. He's actually can nearly afford Swift Blink. Swift Blink versus Overwhelming Blink I find quite interesting on Sven. Which one would you prefer if you had to play him?
I think in a game like this, when you're ahead and you want to just be able to jump on top of people, the Swift Blink is really nice. I think the Overwhelming Blink is nice if you need to be a little bit more tanky, but he's not feeling really in danger of dying this game. So yeah, I like the Swift Blink.
I guess the Overwhelming Blink for me is 25 strength becomes more damage with God Strength, as well as you go in and immediately do a 400.
Does he need more damage though? He already two-shots
well,
everyone.
I mean, you might as well build more damage. Then you slow everyone as well. Where Swift Blink does give you that mobility to keep chasing and chasing. Yeah. With the Warcry, you're probably moving at haste speed. So yeah, I can see Swift Blink. I mean, Agi's never bad on Sven. Attack speed is always good. A bit of armor because he has very low armor. He did go the 10 Warcry armor talent, which gives him 25 armor from Warcry. I don't think anyone is quite realizing how good that is. I mean, I would almost consider playing a Pos 4 Sven if you could get Warcry and get the duration talent as well. I mean, that's an absolutely ridiculous aura buff that you can give to your team.
Yeah, Ollie does have the AC now as well, so that's
that is
even
great.
More.
Minus armor as well. Can't go wrong with that. He's going for Overwhelming Blinks. They're going to have one of each blink. Oh no, this is looking bad for Ed. He is going to get absolutely one-shot. He does blink away in time, but then they get the spear on Oak. Oak doesn't immediately die. Drops the Glimmer Cape, but dies in the fade time. Tries to get a ward up for her team, but just has no chance.
Yeah, I think they did well to get out with just the Grim loss there.
Yeah, I think so. Juju, he's got to be careful. Because he knows that Ollie's always looking for him. Actually, it was an attempt to hook him out. Just the Grim loss, but Grim or Oak also has buyback. It's still only a 12,000 gold lead, but I think the Dara are just waiting to win now. You've got the Swift Blink on the Sven. Sven is so strong. He's going to start getting laser spam. They actually hook him closer into the base. He doesn't seem to care that much. Well, maybe he should, because he's in a bit of trouble. He blinks away. Swift Blink away. He's going to be fine. But again, look how annoying it is to push into this.
Yeah, the Tinker is definitely helping with the deep push. I think without him, they probably would be at least another lane down by now.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the track rocket spam is just so obnoxious.
It is a nice combo.
Yeah, they don't know what to do. I mean, I guess they can get a pipe, and you can try and just pipe through a wave and try to get onto the high ground, because I don't think 1 or 2 marches will break the barrier on top of the melee creeps. Or you just pop BKB and hit the towers, I guess. But I don't know.
Yeah.
Ollie tried to go in. He does pop the BKB. Ollie's thinking about going in, but he can't go in. He's got no one to go in on. So you got Ollie's BKB as well. That's quite good. I mean, Ross is just farming. Has the Skadi now, and he's got a Minotaur Horn, so he's getting a bit stronger. Needs to hit level 25 for that Doppelganger cooldown. They have a gem as well on the Radiant. They're really looking to close up this game. But again, it's a Tinker, and Tinker's being annoying. They actually
Ollie hiding in the trees there with the ninja gear.
They made 3 heroes TP back, which I think is absolutely massive. And now they have a chance to find some of these hidden heroes, but they're just going to escape.
Yeah, I mean, I guess they figure out with the BKB down on Ollie, they were just going to wait for that anyway. So probably not too worried about going back and pushing everything back out.
That's true. So
the Minotaur Horn on Sven now as well, so he's got another little.
That's
BKB.
20 strength as well. 20 strength and a second BKB.
That actually makes up for the lack of Overwhelming Blink basically on its own.
Pretty much, yeah. That's terrifying. I mean, he's got over 400 damage, 470-ish damage, without even popping the 250%.
Critting the creeps for over 1,000 now.
And he's going to get the Empower as well, coming out from the Magnus. He's got improved Empower, 46% bonus damage. He's got the Vlads coming out from the Mars. I mean, look at his damage. I want to see his damage go up and up and up. He's going to be hitting over 1,000. With the Daedalus, you could be probably doing a sort of a plus 2k plus crit, and then you've got Echo Saber, so you'll hit twice. Anyway, the Sven is strong. We've got that. The Sven is strong, and there's no way a Phantom Lancer can sit there and fight him. There's just no chance. You can't
No.
do it. He's level 25 now. He did go Doppelganger CD. It's nice.
Aether Lens on the PL. Interesting
Yeah, I guess
choice, I guess.
Octarine
With the
builds.
Ag Shard, he just wants to be able to stay well back and throw in those illusions.
But I don't think you'll win a fight like that. I mean, I guess maybe because your whole team is based on poking them and never fighting. So you just
Yeah. I mean, that's how you deal with the Sven,
Oh,
right? Is to never actually hard commit on him.
Yeah, that's what he's gonna have to do.
Um,
He's split pushing. He's doing what he can do. Actually, this is perfect. Tinker
So-
just spams March. You track. You do. You've got Stroke of Fate. You've got everything possible to try and delay while Ross just split pushes with his illusions. You've got 2 catapults in the bot lane. They're actually going to take that tier 2 tower because you've got double catapult on it.
Yep.
They're actually really frustrating the Radiant because Radiant are so desperate to win the game. But look what Ross has managed to do. That's literally a half HP tier 2 tower that's going to go down because of double catapult. They're going to take that.
Mid tower falling as well, though.
Okay, they are committing on it. No, Ross, he's gone in. He's trying to fight Veteran, but he does get hit by the AA blast. I think actually... No, he doesn't dodge the blast, but Ollie, he does get the ult. And they've also found the Clockwork. Tide managed to find Juju. Juju needs to escape. Already 2 heroes on the die dead. All the BKBs pop, though. And you still have Tinker alive. Clockwork, he's used his Aeon pop. Can you get the kill on him? Yes, you can. Ross is still at large, actually. The Veteran, he is strong. He kills the Tinker. That's a massive kill. Ross got to be careful. He's being pretty much one-shot. Gets killed by Veteran because it's a poor doppelganger. Brex does manage to find a kill. Buybacks are flying, and this is the last set of racks. Breck trying to get a kill on the AA. One more hit does get the kill, but then immediately goes down. It's these 2 powerhouse heroes, Veteran and Magnus. They can do whatever they want. Ollie is hiding. Spamming laser. Oh, no. Can he rearm in time? He's going to try. He needs to rearm. Just rearm, mate. No, it's okay. Brex gets a triple kill. Veteran chops Juju to death. It's now a 1v1. It's Brex versus Veteran in the ultimate 1v1 fight. Oh, they're backing off. They're chasing. They're following into the trees. And they will kill him. Ultra kill for Brex.
Yeah,
He
very
got
nice
a lot of gold from that.
clutch defense there. The dieback on the Tinker, so if that hadn't worked, then they would have been in trouble.
That was a cool fight at the
They
end.
still lost a lot of their base, but they just about held.
I mean, there was 5 kills and 2 buybacks for using. There was a dieback as well. So it was absolutely everything thrown at it to hold on to 1 melee racks. So yeah, not the greatest plays ever for the die, but you know, they still end up in it. Brex now gets plus 250 track gold, so he's going to be getting really rich. He picked up a whole Abyssal Blade and still has 3,000 gold to his name, thanks to that last fight. But yeah, I think it's looking pretty difficult. Ross, he tried to do as much damage as he could, but he struggles to survive in these fights. There's way too much damage.
Yeah, I mean, the Dire have the right idea, right? They need to avoid engaging the Sven directly, and they need to poke him with the track and the rockets and the other long range stuff. PL, I think, going directly in on him there, he was never going to live that long.
No. Interestingly, we've got Brex just trying to take Roche by himself. He did pick up a double damage rune, but it actually hits quite hard. I don't think he's got the power to solo it. 250 track gold is actually massive because that improves the gold your allies get. 370 bonus gold every single player gets for a kill. That's so much gold. That will more than make up for their gold difference if they win one team fight. But can they? I don't know. It's very difficult for the Dire at the moment. They're just losing heroes instantly. And it's difficult game. Difficult game.
Yeah, it's an extremely difficult thing to execute. It only takes one person to step out of line and they just get absolutely deleted. So
They do. And Juju, he actually died back in the last fight, so he is not in a good position. Looks like Ross is in a bit of trouble. He's going to try and escape. He's going to try and fight, but he needs to be careful. Minotaur Horn is used. They missed the RP. They use the melee range Clockwork. Does he get out of the A-Blast? He doesn't. He actually saves his doppelganger for as long as possible. I think it's going to result in his demise. He does not get hooked out, and Ross goes down as an absolutely massive Ross fail. You know, Ross wins one game, unfortunately loses another. They even missed the RP completely, and they still bring down the Phantom Lance. So that's now a free Roche. This Roche has an Ag Shard on it. I don't know who you give the Ag Shard to. I know Sven's is just a free Dispel and Stormhammer, but also 4 seconds lower cooldown. Magnus gets a weird Horn Toss, which is kind of a strange spell. AA's already got it. Who else has it? Clockwork. Clockwork's one is really good. And maybe give it to Clockwork, but I think Sven is a pretty good one too. No, Ollie's going to take it. He wants the Horn Toss.
it is nice. It can dispel There's not that much to dispel on the dire side,
Yeah.
but it's still
Okay,
still
good.
pretty useful.
Well, you've got Horn Toss now. So an extra little stun and flip. There you go, Horn Toss. Horn Toss into... Well, you've seen it immediately now. Oak's gone down instantaneously. Just blink Horn Toss.
Brutal.
Yeah, you don't even need to blink past them now. You just Horn Toss straight away. So Oak's died, but she can buy back if she wants to. And Veteran, he's not going to do much damage. Oh, he gets the Minotaur Horn off. He's really taking a lot of damage. This laser doing a lot of work. As well as the triple rockets. Oof's in the corner. He's got to be careful. He's been tracked now. Brex is trying to go in for a kill on him. But Brex, he has to fully commit for that. Is it worth it? He got to kill an AA. That's true. He's been hooked out. And the laser spam goes with BKB. Number 1 BKB. They are held together. They've got Glyph, but they didn't use it. They have lost their racks. BKB is dropped by the Sven. Sven also has an Aghanim Scepter. So he just jumps through, gets 1 kill, goes in again, gets another kill. Abyssal Blade by Brex, but it's too late. And Oak is dead as well as Ed. Oh no, and here comes the power of the Aghanim Scepter on the Sven, gets yet another kill. I think it's just over for the die.
Yeah,
Tinker's spamming what he can, but PL finally comes back to life, and who really cares about his illusions at this point? Nobody.
That is probably going to be it.
And then Sven is about to die, he just pops his Satanic, goes back to full HP. Tide actually finds Juju, locks him in place just long enough to get the kill. Is on about 1 HP, will fall to the Phantom Lancer. It doesn't matter, that's going to be GG. 46-minute games, we did have 2 very long games. That's 64 minutes and 47 minutes. So yeah, this was a pretty intense series, heading towards the 3-hour mark for the stream. And unfortunately, Ross didn't quite have that effect he did on the last game. And Veteran just going toe-to-toe with him. No problem whatsoever. 23-3, oh my god, this Sven has had a good game.
Yeah, absolutely crazy game from the Sven. Maybe just a little bit early on the PL pick. And just got too hard countered.
Oh, he nearly went down. In fact, he's dying to those illusions, but he's fine. They're trying to just hit the tower, the base, the Ancient's going down.
They're just ignoring him.
But Ross is trying, but he just does not have the damage. He cannot go through these heroes, and that is going to be the GG. Finally drops. Heal and Tinker do the same things as each other. Yeah, I guess back of the fight, just spam. They had a really good base defense. They held on for a very long time. But they never had any ground. Early game was okay, but they basically were delaying the inevitable is what this game felt like.
Yeah, and it just felt like a very difficult to execute draft versus a very straightforward game plan from the Radiant, which was just buff up the Sven and take Roche and then just run at them.
Yeah.
The Tinker and some of the others did a good job of holding them off, but there was no real win condition for them there.
I think that's it's a point that's made a lot in the in-house, which is the team with the easiest draft wins, because
more or less that is how a low tier Dota works, isn't it?
Yeah.
And a lot of the time higher as well.
I think the problem is high or low tier. No matter how good these players are in the in-house, you're playing with a 5-stack, which isn't your main team. It's a shuffled combo of players, and then very quickly
it's a fancy pub.
Yeah, it's a fancy pub, but you're trying to create a strategy, execute it. With players you've not played consistently with, all in a very short space of time. If you have a draft which is we're all going to blink in and we're going to blow them up, then you win, and that's exactly what the Radiant did.
Easy game plans is what you want, and that's what they had.
I think so, and they went a little bit fancy. They tried it. They had a Pudge, they had a Tinker, they had a Phantom Lancer. They tried this Bounty Hunter as well. They had a interesting assortment of heroes, but unfortunately, it didn't quite work out. Even though they held on for